Hey, first grade friends, welcome back to another writing session. This week we are focusing on writing an informative paragraph to tell two new facts you learned from the words or pictures from either the excerpts we read from Earthworms, or you can pull information or new facts from the Worms Are Wonderful SciShow Kids YouTube video. So yesterday I walked you through my brainstorming process, and I showed you that I pulled two facts from the text from Earthworms. The first one being that worms come in many sizes. I learned that from the words or the text. And I also learned that the saddle is where a worm's eggs are made, and I learned that from the picture. I decided I really wanted to write about fact number one, and I know more than just that worms come in many sizes. I actually know the names of two different sized worms, and I want to teach my reader all about that. So after we got going on figuring out exactly what facts we wanted to teach, then we drew a teaching picture. And my teaching picture shows the little itty bitty baby worm, as it's called the garden worm. And then we also have this giant worm. He's from Australia. I'm probably going to add that inside of my paragraph. So I drew this teaching picture that's realistically colored to show my reader something that they can learn without having to read my paragraph just yet. So now I'm ready to write my topic sentence. Remember, friends, that a topic sentence in an informative paragraph tells your reader what they're going to learn about or what you're going to teach them. So if you have your hand out and you plan your paragraph across your fingers, you can touch your thumb and say, "Hey, thumb, you are my topic sentence." And then you want to say your topic sentence out loud. So remember that your topic sentence tells your reader what they're going to learn about. So it's usually something like, "I will teach you all about blah, 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 blah." Well, what are we going to teach our friends about? Ice cream? No. The North Pole? No. How about worms? Yes, we're going to teach our reader all about worms. And after I write this topic sentence, I can use my middle fingers to write my teaching sentences. I've got one or two, maybe even three teaching sentences I want to write. And then we'll finish this paragraph with a closing sentence. So my teaching sentence is, "I will teach you all about worms." So I'm going to draw my lines to help me remember what it is that I'm trying to write. I, two finger space, will, two finger space, teach, two finger space, you, two finger space, all. I ran out of room, so where should I go? The next line. About, two finger space, worms. And what goes at the end of my sentence, friends? I hope you said a period. You are correct. So now I can go back and actually write my sentence. Okay. I. Well, that's easy. It's the sight word I. The sight word I is always, always, always uppercase. This is also true because it is the first word or letter in my sentence. I will, sight word, W-I-L-L spells will, teach. Ch. CH says ch. Now, if you know that teach is spelled T-E-A, we have digraph E-A in there. CH, all the power to you. If not, you just stretch out and write the sounds that you hear. I will teach you all about worms. I will teach you. Y-O-U spells you. I will teach you all. A-L-L spells all. About. I will teach you all about. A-B-O-U-T, about. A-B-O-U-T, about. That's how you spell about. Notice how, friends, after I write a word or two, I go back and I reread what I've already written. That's helping me keep track of what I'm writing in my sentence. That's going to make sure that my sentence sounds right and makes sense. So let's go back and reread again. I will teach you all about worms. Miss Burns, I don't know how to spell worms. Well, friend, you got two options. Option number one, stretch out the sounds you hear and write them down. Option number two, you have a text. You have the word worms in your writing prompt, and hey, you might have even written it in your labels in your teaching picture. So just snag it. Don't make your brain work harder than it needs to. I labeled my garden worm and I labeled my giant worm. So I'm going to steal the word worm. W-O-R-M spells worm. Let me reread that and make sure it sounds right and makes sense. I will teach you all about worm. No, not worm. All worms, not just a single worm. So more than one worm. All of the worms, so I need suffix S. If you said suffix S, kiss your brain. Now, you have written your topic sentence. Go back and reread it to make sure it sounds right and makes sense. Here we go. I will teach you all about worms. Perfect. Now your reader knows you're going to teach them all about worms, and then they're going to be ready for the next couple of sentences to be teaching sentences, or those middle sentences that I'm going to write in blue tomorrow, where they're going to learn some new facts. So go ahead, friends, and start writing your topic, your topic sentence, which tells your reader what you will teach them about.